Hey everyone, we're going to go live here in just a moment. I'm just trying to connect to the Facebook channel. If we can't get it to work, we'll just go live on the YouTube. Okay, guess we're just going to go live on YouTube today. So it is what it is. Some days it works and some days it does not. I'm sure I will figure it out soon. So welcome those of you that have joined me today. Today is all about sourcing. So we're just going to be doing some live sourcing. It's a great time to do sourcing with all of the Prime Day deals, Walmart deals, Kohl's deals, Target deals. Everybody's having deals this week. It's a great time to do some live sourcing. So we're just going to get into it. I'm going to be using different sourcing strategies, using different tools that the folks at Martyr have created. And we'll just kind of look and analyze different products and see what we can find. So I'm going to share my screen. Make sure that that happens. I will make sure I get chat open. If you ever have any questions, just throw them into the chat. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. So I'm currently on the Walmart page here, and we're just going to do some live sourcing using Martyr. Right now, back to school is a big deal. We do have CPC documents against most of the school items. So that one's a little iffy for me. You have to make sure you know how to get those CPC documents and that they're available. But we're going to head down here to the deals and toys start. This is where we will start and see what happens. So we've got lots of toy deals. It says up to 50% off. So that's what I'm looking for. Is I'm looking for those really big dips in pricing. There's one right here off the bat with this very large dinosaur. If I click on that, it open up Martyr on the left-hand side. I figure the fees on this are kind of large. Yeah, $9 in fees, just because this is a very large toy. No big deal if I can make my money on it, but we need to make sure that that's the case. There's over 1,000 of these that have been bought since yesterday. So we know this is moving really fast, basically because of this discounted price. And if we, let me hang on a second. Let me go back. I thought that was cheaper. I might not be on my Plus account. Oh, no, it's $30. Okay, just making sure. I thought for some reason in my head it was cheaper than that. So even when it wasn't, that cheap, it was still clipping along pretty good with 200 solds. What I want to look at here is this is a temporary price cut. So obviously it's not always available at $30. We hope that what's going to happen, hopefully, is that Walmart sells out. If we go down and look at their stock, they have about 1,200 in stock. If there were 1,000 bought since yesterday, this is not going to last long. And then we want to look at what the next price is. So the next price is $45 plus $10 in shipping. So $55 is kind of the price point at the minimum that we would sell this for. we put in our cost of $30. Obviously, 55 isn't going to get us where we want to be with ROI. So I'm going to scoot back down here and kind of look and see where the next kind of big break is. So like this seller has 2, they'll sell out pretty fast. This one at 65 has 5, and then we have 68, and then we have this 69.98. So I only have 10 people between here and the 69.98 price. So if I come in and I say 69, now I'm at a much healthier ROI that I could feel comfortable with. Do I think this is a good buy? I mean, it's Jurassic World. We have a new movie coming out. It's discounted off of the regular price. We see in the price history for as much as $100. So that obviously is very. If I refresh to bring in the Histamart data, let's look and see that when it hit that $100 price mark, yeah, Walmart was out of stock. So if Walmart goes out of stock again, it's very likely this could even be a better buy. Would I buy some of these? That's always the question. Yes. Would I buy 100? Probably not. Would I buy 15 or 20? Maybe. At $30 isn't a bad price point. And knowing that I have all through Q4 to sell it, makes me feel pretty good about this, especially, at that $69 price that we're talking about. It's a really good ROI. So it's really a matter of how long might you have to hold it? Do you have the funds to hold for like 30 days or so versus having a quick flip? But yeah, overall, I think that's kind of a nice item. All right, let's go back and see what else we can find. We'll just do a couple here on Walmart, then we'll go out other places. Okay, here we have a Lego set. Lego's great because they put all of their children's product certificates online on the lego.com website. We have about a $15 difference from what it was. So let's just go look at this one and see, is it selling? We have 100 plus bought since yesterday in 50 plus people's carts. Obviously, it's a discounted price, so those sales are going to be elevated. Does look like it was selling for the last 30 days at the price point of around $35.99. So is $35.99, if that's all we can get out of it, profitable at $19.97? I mean, it is, but not really enough. So this is where I always dive into the stock count. So I go down, let me just make that go smaller. I go down here and I look and I see, wow, there's only 40 of these in stock. And so after Walmart gets rid of the ones that they have, then it's at 39 and then it's at 44. So what does this look like at 39? Much healthier, getting close to where I want it to be. I probably would like that $44 a lot more. I don't know if this is going to get restocked. I'd need to check Lego to see if is this something that's discontinuing. If it is, then I think it probably is a pretty good buy. We see Amazon is price matching, so we could go over to Amazon and get some more. If we go over to Amazon, let's just see what their kind of price has been on this historically. They've been at 45 and then kind of down into the 35 mark. So I think it's pretty safe that you wouldn't lose money on this item. Obviously, if it's going to retire, then it's probably going to be a pretty decent hit. So I like that one as well. I wouldn't buy, I probably only buy like myself, maybe 10 of those. Like that's probably where I would be at with that one. I think this was the dinosaur I was thinking about. So this one's $15. I'm not going to go click on that because we already did a Jurassic World one. But that one might be interesting, especially because it's so significantly discounted. Let me try to get one more. Let me just kind of look through here. These sold well last Christmas. The price really went up. But I also got quite a few returns on it. So I take that for what it's worth. Oh, here's an action figure. I typically do Barbies, but let's do action figures. So it's Captain America, Secret Empire. I have no idea if that's a new movie coming out or not. I'm not hip Let me just do a little Google here. Captain America Secret Empire. Let's see if it tells us anything. So it's just upon, looks like a comic. So no movie or anything like that. But it is down to $7. It said 26. So I'm going to go down and look at price history. Yeah, it was selling at 27 here. And then had this massive price drop. It did sell back here for 14 though. So worst case scenario, if we bought it for 7 and sold for 14, we would end up losing money. It doesn't have a comp for Amazon on this listing. So you just have to kind of trust that like it's going to sell here in like $27 range, which is great ROI for this. It's such a low price point. I wouldn't mind buying that even if I had to hold it a little bit longer, because 500 bought since yesterday or plus people's carts. So obviously it's a popular item. It's Marvel Legends with great kind of series brand to look at. Captain America is a great figure, popular figure. So this one I think is solid. So I like that one a lot too. Okay, so that's just sourcing on Walmart using the Martyr extension. Let's go open up Martyr Online Arbitrage, Martyr OA, and let's source Amazon to Walmart because we have Prime Day happening on Amazon. So let's see what kind of hits we can get on some items that are profitable. So I bring up the Amazon to Walmart page. I'm going to sort this. I want a minimum of $4 profit, and I want a minimum of 30% ROI. So I'm going to put those two things in, and then I'm just going to kind of look and see what I have here. I have a bike cover. It's got a great BSR on Amazon. Interesting. Let's look at that. Not something I would usually even like consider. But yeah, bike cover, bicycle cover for and sun and dust and all that kind of stuff. So on Amazon, looks like it sells $300 a month. Amazon, Walmart, we don't really have any kind of sale history here. So that's a little concerning. There's only one seller who's selling it seller fulfilled. Let's see if we have any stock drops. No sign of stock drops. And there's just some things like this that like they sell on Amazon. There's more eyeballs on Amazon, but just not as good over here in Walmart. So this would not be something that I would buy. So let's just keep looking. Got DVDs here. I'm not big on movies and DVDs specifically. Again, Crayola, but Crayola is just kind of one of those with the CPC documents that is. Let's look at this coffee. Okay, so Amazon, this is a 12 cup or 12 odds for $12. Let's see if this is 72. So that's a mismatch on that one. Okay, PlayStation 2 game. Let's see if these match up. But it's used. So we don't want to take a used one. So I'm going to close out some of these windows. Just kind of the way it goes sometimes. Okay, we have a dog toy. Let's look at that. Thank you. Okay, Tuffy. This is $27.49 on Amazon. Wow, that's pretty pricey for for a dog toy. But it's $47 over here, and it does have sales. So interesting. Okay, so this is $27.49. Yes, the ROI isn't as great as I would like it to be, but a solid $6 profit on this. Throw it in a poly bag and you're good to go on this. I might try one or two of those. Again, a category I haven't sold a lot of on Walmart is dog toys, so I would want to kind of try it and test it out. Let's see, we have a Kong, looks like harness there. So again, pets. And then I'm going to filter this by category. Go category up here. Let's try beauty and personal care, grocery, and my good old favorite toys. And let's just filter a few categories out and see if we can find something a little stronger than what we've been finding. So we have pickle salt. Pickle salt. All right. Pickle stuff is popular right now. This is a snack topping. Sprinkle on fruits, veggies, chips, or popcorn. A 1.15 ounce pack of one. Let's see if this matches. So this is a 10 pack. So not a direct match since this is a single. I might be able to do a Walmart to Amazon flip the other direction, buy the 10 pack, break it into 2 packs because this is out of stock here. That might be interesting. Okay. There's a Lego set. I'm sure that's good. We can't sell Chi on Walmart. It's a 10. Okay. Stitch. Stitch is super popular. We just had the movie. So this is a Prime Day deal. Okay. So $6.30 for this Halloween Stitch. And we're coming up on Halloween season. Make sure you're ungated in Halloween if you want to sell Halloween items. It's $27.88 over here. Was what was that price? $6.30. So that is a hefty ROI. The no solds on this one doesn't worry me so much. We have steady price history, and that's only because not a lot of stock, not a lot of sellers, and we haven't even entered into the Halloween buying season yet. I wouldn't go deep, but at $6.30, I might buy 5 to 10. I did 10 of those over on Walmart during Halloween because plushes and a lot of Halloween stuff sells really well over on Walmart. Okay, I'm going to do one more. See what we can find here. There's lip oil. See if these match up. So we have Pacifica Glow Stick Lip Oil, and Pink Sheer is the color. Pink Sheer. Okay, so we got here. It's $21.95. No sales on that one though. Yeah, because it's priced so much higher than Amazon and we don't have any sales history, I would probably skip that one. Okay. We go a kangaroo plush. So $16.44 on Amazon, $29 on Walmart. Let's see, Martyr. There we go. Again, no sales history. We also have the brand. This is the brand selling. if they're the only seller, it's not that I'm worried about IPs on Walmart, but I just don't want to compete with the brand. They have the ability to be a lot more aggressive on pricing than I would be able to. Try to avoid that. Oh, those pictures don't match. You'd have to open them and see. That was just page 1, guys. So like, there's always tons of pages here. Okay, here's a Bum Bums pack of 5 pack of these 4.5 inch. These are the ones you're getting. Same exact thing here, $32.96. I have sold this brand on, it does sell. This looks more like a spring line though. What's the price over here? $14.21 for 5 of them. It's like $3 a piece. I mean, it's a pretty good price, but not seeing any sales over here, I probably would skip it. All right, so that's just how I use MOA to do that. But now let's actually go out to not Walmart, not Amazon, but another site and see if we can find any deals today. Okay, all right. We're going to go to Target because they're doing Target Circle Week. So lots of good deals over at the old Target. Let's scroll. We've got some PlayStation games on sale. I'm sure those are good. We've got some BOGO on our cereal and stuff. Let me go to the top deals here. Let's go to kitchen and dining. I really want to go to toys just because it's where I'm most comfortable. But I'll push myself outside of my comfort zone. Let's see what we got here. We've got a Keurig that's $49.99. I am almost positive I have sold this before. So I'm just going to highlight the text, right click, and search in Martyr. We've got different colors here that we could do. Looking for, there's navy. Is this one navy? It is. Okay, cool. Okay, let me do that one more time. That navy one had a better price point. So right here at $99.99. Notice that this is half off with Target Circle. So $49.99. That's amazing. I do know these sell. You can see some sales history here, down here. Even though this says 0 or no NA, just doesn't have the tracking of it right now. I would check the other colors of this. I think that might be a really strong buy. It's very giftable as well. So we've already hit Mother's and Father's Day, but going into the holiday season could be a really good buy. Let's see, anything else that's just like really strong discount. I mean, crock pots for $17.49, that's probably pretty good. Let's see, that's a pretty good buy. Let's look at this one. So the Virtuo Plus single, it's about $58. This one might not be on there. Hearth and Hand, I don't find a lot of it on the Walmart website. I don't know if nobody's created the listings for them. Oh, there it is right there, $219. I bet you we're going to be in good shape on this one. Small appliances do well on Walmart. So this is $110.99. We don't have a WFS cost. I'm just going to go on the high side and say like $7.95. For this, you've got tons of profit here to work with, even if that's $8, $9, $10, and a solid buy there on this machine. Again, you got 0 sales. Let's go down here. We have some shared buy box. Are these people still on it? These two people are still on it. I maybe buy one or two. I think by Christmas they definitely would sell. So yeah, there's a couple of Christmas deals. Again, backpacks are usually great, but with the new CPC requirements, I'm kind of tending to avoid. Let's go to a different category. I'll just do a couple more here, and then I'll answer any questions that you guys have about sourcing, anything about selling on Walmart. Happy to help. Let's go to video games, another place that I'm not super comfortable, but let's just see what we find. Let's see. Let me go back up here. So this is 50 off. I'm looking for, again, quite a bit of a discount here. Let's just look at this guy. He's $20 off. We want to make sure we always buy the physical copies. Walmart doesn't allow the sale of digital products, so you can't sell the digital, so don't accidentally purchase that. A lot of people get trigger happy and they see deals on video games and then they basically get in trouble. Looks like Walmart might be price matching. Let's see if it's Walmart's price, because we have a lot of price matching happening across. So Walmart's at 44, but it says it's at 39. So let me actually go to the Walmart site and see what price. 39, yeah, is Walmart that is price matching this. But historically, it's been 44, 46. At $39, that is not going to be enough for us to make money. So we're going to just skip that. Let's see, $15 off of that. $50 off of this one. Yeah, I'm just not seeing much that's like enough of a discount to give us that buffer. I mean, that one is half off there. Possibly that. Let's just go up and try to choose one more category. Let's go to sports and outdoors. Another category I don't source enough. I know if they have pickleball paddles, that would be good. 30% off pickleball paddles. If we have any of these over on Walmart, we could see if we have any kind of good product. Let's look at this one. I don't know if this brand is on Walmart, but pickleball is such a hot thing right now. Tons of people buying like, lower end paddles and things. So yeah, so looks like Walmart is price matching Target on this, or Target is price matching Walmart, one or the other. But this does have history of selling as much as 75. So that makes it really interesting to me, because if we're buying this for $37.09, whether we buy it from Target or Walmart, and we know that it's historically sold for as much as 74, then we have a really solid profit on our hands. And we know that sales are being made here. So that's another interesting one. Might buy a handful of them just to kind of see. Okay. All right. Well, that's just kind of a little bit of live sourcing for you guys. I wanted to come in and do that, show using Martyr and MOA and Histamart and things like that. We'll probably do another one of these next week, or maybe even towards the end of the week, because it's such a good week to source. I typically do my lives on Tuesday, Thursday. I was out last week. I apologize for a medical issue. So I'm going to try to make up and do a few more in the next week or two. Thursday, I'm actually going to be traveling, so I'm going to try to figure out what day, and I'll post that in the Martyr Facebook group as soon as I nail down a day and time for the next live. But next week, I'll be back on the normal schedule at 2 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're going to go back and circle around and hit the tools individually again, which is kind of what we did this last round. But I appreciate you guys joining, and the replay will be available on my YouTube And if you would like and subscribe, you can get notified anytime I go live on YouTube. All right. Thanks a lot and have a great one.